so impressed with this bit of Twitter video from Turkish Airlines UK. Check this. Focus. Better. Very, very clever. Really, really clever use of Twitter. It's about a 2-minute long video. It's a promoted post. Yeah, very impressed. Well done, Turkish Airlines UK. Very quick lunch today because it's full on. But I have just finished the most amazing beetroot and carrot soup that Ellie made. Oh, absolutely amazing. Nothing, no added extras, no salt, no sugar, just stunning. Anyway, back to it. Feeling really guilty this week. It's already Thursday, and 2 things I haven't done that I like to do is I've not managed to get out and do this walk Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, which is bad form. You know, it's only 15 minutes out of my day. No excuse really, it's apart from the fact that I've just been too focused on work, and what I need to do is actually get out and stretch my legs, but I am doing it today. And secondly, that I've only recorded about 5 minutes of video for the vlog this week. You know, last week I had in excess of 38 gigabytes of high definition video to sort through. You know, I was throwing away so much video. This week I'm lucky if I've got a gig or 2. So I need to really address that starting now, hence with the video and the stroll out. You know, I'd like to say it's been because of work. In fact, no, I am going to say it's been because of work. Been very, very busy. You know, it's that time of year and Christmas, got a lot of retail customers, and we're trying to maximise their return on investment in this period because January notably goes quiet for them, so we're full on. Which brings me around to what I want to talk to you about, which is Facebook advertising. But let's have a quick look first. So back at my favourite little walking spot, the path's all been cleared. As you can see, the trees are almost fully bare now, but it's a gorgeous little walk. But I want to speak to you about Facebook advertising. A lot of businesses are still ignoring it. You know, over 50% of the UK population have got a Facebook account, and I don't care whether you sell business to consumer or business to business, you should be exploring Facebook advertising. It's a bit of a golden era for advertising on Facebook, and it will never be as cheap as it is now. It's like the early days of Google AdWords, if you've ever used that technology, that advertising platform. You know, I've just been looking down some adverts for a client now, and we're driving good quality traffic to his retail website for anywhere between 10 and 26p per click, depending on the advert. And we're constantly tweaking that anyway. So, what makes a good Facebook advert? Well, there's 3 things. I kind of call it the holy trinity for your Facebook advert. Firstly is the image. Whenever we do any Facebook advertising, we'll always do several of the same advert, but with a different image. And you can never second guess it. You can never second guess which advert is really going to resonate with people and make people want to make that next step, which is often clicking a button. So image is important, and you should try several variations of that image. We do see that there is a trend with a lot of the adverts we do, that adverts with people in get clicked more rather than product, but that's not always the case. I think it's just the nature of some of the clients we're working with at the moment. Second part, so image is important. Second part is the copy, the text, and you should be aiming again to do variations of that text. Long form text, lots of words, and short form text, short and snappy to the point. Again, you never know which way it's going to go. My feeling is that you do as many variations as you can in the time you've got. You run them for 2-3 days maximum. You have a look which ones are performing and switch off the ones that aren't. You can then use what you've learned from the others to then create a couple of new adverts. It's a constant tweaking process to get the most out of your adverts. And then finally, probably the most important piece within your Facebook advertising, which is the targeting. Believe it or not, the targeting within Facebook advertising platform is phenomenally good. We are constantly learning how to refine the target market for our advert, the target audience. And you can do clever things like, if you've got a mailing list, you can import that list in and advertise to them. What it does is it looks up, it compares their email addresses with email addresses that are used to log into Facebook. So you could have 10,000 email addresses. You may have 50% of those are the email addresses they use to log into Facebook. So you can specifically target those people that are already on your mailing list. A lot of people don't know that. The other one is lookalike audiences. You take your mailing list, you import it, and you tell Facebook to create another audience that is similar to that. So again, it looks at those email addresses that are used to log into Facebook. Then it looks at all their likes and interactions, and then it creates another audience of various sizes you get to choose that you can also advertise to. Again, it takes away a lot of the guesswork. So audience is really, really important. You know, if I want to, for instance, you know, I work in social media, if I want to target page admins, people that administer a Facebook page, and do some training on Facebook advertising, I can very, very quickly do that. And I know it's getting to the right people, the people most likely to want to purchase that service. So if you haven't explored Facebook advertising, now's the time to do it. You leave it 6 months, a year, and the golden days will be gone. A lot of businesses, especially locally, if if your clients are, or your customers are local, Facebook advertising is phenomenal. I will say this though, it's got a lot more complicated than it was even 6 months ago. That's because they're always adding new features. The feature set now is phenomenal. What you can do is amazing. So many different types of adverts, carousel adverts, video adverts. So it can seem quite a challenge. If you're already spending budget boosting your posts, because you've realised, as most of us have, that it's not free to play on Facebook anymore, now is the time to start exploring Facebook advertising. So if you want to learn a little bit more about it, do pop over to the website. We're going to be creating a lot of content in the run-up to Christmas around Facebook advertising. We think businesses are missing a massive opportunity. You can do simple, from simple local awareness ads, because it still amazes me when I'm out networking with local businesses. You say to them, "Oh, I've never heard of you. How long have you been around for?" And they turn around and say, "Well, we've been here for 5 years, and I've never known, and I've lived in Yeovil for that long, or near to Yeovil for that long." So local awareness ads, something special. The video ads, video is making massive waves at the moment on Facebook. YouTube, still getting masses of videos uploaded. So people are really, really keen to interact with video, and it captures their attention far easier, I think, sometimes than a bit of text. So Facebook advertising, pop over to the website bloomingsocial.media, subscribe to our mailing list, and then I might be able to advertise to you. And we'll be putting out a lot more content in the next 3 to 4 weeks about Facebook advertising. It is, if you're if you've got marketing responsibilities in your business, whether you're the owner or work for the owner, take a small amount of budget, £100 to £200 per month, and now's the time to start testing that. It's something we will be covering in the first Social Media Academy, which launches on the 3rd Tuesday in January. We've already had 2 people sign up to that, so there's only another 6 places left. But I think we will have a key element on Facebook advertising. The 2 that have signed up at the moment are both actually business to business, which is interesting. Whenever I speak to a business, they always say, "Oh no, Facebook advertising, that's not really for us." No, it really is for you. You just don't realise what's possible. It's a knowledge issue and you need to sort that out. So Facebook advertising, very exciting.